Hello. Thank you for coming by. I was just getting everything ready. How is everyone? I also learned from last stream I should probably put a limiter on the master because everyone's mix was quite a bit quiet in comparison to me. I sometimes put a limiter on my master or my guitar bus. But hi, welcome. Thank you for coming. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. Looks like I already have some submissions, so thank you. So let's just get into it. What's up, Moon? Thank you for coming back by. So the first one submitted was from Darkest of Winter, and they say it is a work in progress. The vocals are going in this week. Nothing truly mixed outside of a quick balance. I feel that. I'll go ahead and just put it over on the main, just so you guys can hear or at least see the place that's being streamed at. What's up, Spencer? I will play 5 seconds of your 5-minute song. I have actually put a guitar amp on on my drums before, yes. I've also done it on my mix bus before for some stupid experiment. But yeah, this is from Darkest of Winter. And let me know if it's too quiet. I know last time it was obnoxiously quiet. Why did you list it under country? I like the mix-up right there. I would actually listen to country if it sounded half as good as anything other than country. So I know you said it hasn't really been mixed outside of a quick balance, but from what I'm hearing, the balance does seem pretty good. Like some stuff does pop out a little bit, but that's mostly like frequency stuff, so that could very well be fixed with some EQ. But overall, the balance of it, I like the balance. I kind of wish the kick was a little stronger. But that's again a mixing thing. You have so many like left turns in the song. I actually kind of dig it. But yeah, for like a quick balance and no true mixing being done, Honestly, I think it will become something actually pretty good once you actually throw on some mixing. Because a lot of what I'm hearing that's lacking is mixing, but the balance is good. So good job. Good job. But yeah, I do agree with one of the comments. Where'd it go? From, oh, Darkest of Winter. You commented on your own. I well, I do agree the snare can be a little less flat, but it's not bad. I kind of like this snare. That's just me being nitpicky. The kick is fine, yes. When I say stronger, I don't mean like louder. I just mean like punch. And you can submit in the description. So thank you for the submission. Good job with the balance. I kind of suck at balancing, I'm not gonna lie. And if you want to submit Dixon, if you want to submit without a link, the probably the best place would be my Discord. It's in the description. You could just like DM it to me and just let me know when you send it. So this next one is from No Name. Oh wait. Okay. Listen to Double Homicide by Testicular Manslaughter. I love it. And they say just a general critique, please be as harsh as possible. I want to learn. You got it. The octaves are very sick. So what I would say, and please let me know again if the volume is way too quiet in comparison. What I would say with this mix, it has the makings of something that I would really that did not it's not I did not want it to play. It has the making of something that I would genuinely love to have the sound of. So I would really like it. I would say though that there is quite a bit of build up somewhere in it's like just kind of constant. Volume up a little. You got it. So it's I wish I knew frequency ranges because I kind of really don't. I just kind of never taught myself, oh, that's 250. But my bass is nothing to compare to because I mixed it so kind of jank. But it's like a constant. Not that exact frequency, but it's kind of close. Somewhere in this general range, like 110, 250-ish, maybe. Maybe a little bit lower. It's not consistently a problem. But I feel like if you just dip out that little part just a little bit, it would really help glue the bass and the guitar together and feel just like a massive thing. And I also really feel like the guitar, like maybe it's just that frequency because it feels not as bright as too many mixes I listen to. So that's the thing. So like I could say boost the high, but if your low end is like a little bit too prominent, it's going to make it feel more dull. And if you fix that low end prominence that's causing an issue, it can make it feel more bright without having to boost it. So I would say cut that frequency range around this area, 110 to like maybe a little bit lower, a little bit higher. And it might solve the dullness problem. Not dull, but brightness problem. But if not, just do like a easy high shelf on the guitars, maybe. I feel like the guitars might benefit from that. Maybe not. I think it's just the low end that's making it feel that way. So yeah, that would be the one thing. But this, I love the snare. I know someone else said they like the snare. The snare is good. The kick is very, very clear, which I personally like. Uh, I wish I could go back by clicking on that. I keep messing that up. But honestly, like this suits the style. Nothing really pokes out to me in a negative way aside from that one little spot. So great job. Thank you for submitting. And if I missed any questions or anything, just tag my name if you have a specific question for me, because I will miss it. My camera's not in sync with my audio. Oh, geez. I was like messing with my camera because I was trying to take pictures, be artsy. Let me see. Where's my video capture device? Here, just gonna go to my camera real quick. Is it? It does not have to be SoundCloud, no. It could be anything. Is like the stream video lagging or is it just mine? Just my camera. I hope this is better. Ba 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 ba. Well, until I get confirmation, I will go to the next submission. So thank you, Testicular Manslaughter, for the submission. This I do see people telling me that I'm getting them DM'd. I'm just gonna get through the first 5 because I got 5 before I started seeing people message that. So this goes to Inhuman Shimmer. Hello, Spencer. They say gonna redo this song soon, but wanted to see what I think. I probably won't have to have a limiter on for you because I know you master your stuff. I'm just gonna skip forward a little bit. I gotta listen to your ambience because you always do that so well. And let me know if the audio's better now. I adjusted it again. The only thing that stands out personally it's again like that one specific like sound. It's like that's prominent. Maybe it's just literally there, but that like you can literally see that whole peak right here. It's completely bass heavy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing sometimes. Sometimes that kind of sounds sick, at least to me. But I would say that's, yes, a sub-mountain. I also do agree with Rick Hack that the snare it feels like it's mostly just a crack and not too much body in it. I'm also feeling like the kick is lacking some of like the low end hit, but that might just be because the sub mounted me established. But yeah, the mix is bright, very bright, not in a bad way. I feel like, yeah, it's just again with the low end masking the high, making it sound like it's not too much, even though it does sound like it is. It's just kind of throwing off the balance, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But overall, I love all of your songs that you write, and I'm your biggest fan. That's why I asked you to join me. This is a little impromptu, but like, yeah, Lore Weaver now has 2 new members. More on that soon. So this next one, after 2 of these, I'm going to go to the ones that people were DMing me, and then I'll continue on with the forums. So this one is from Jira, wondering if the vocals sit properly, and that is all. If it wants to load. Looks like I will not need to be using a limiter on this one either. I don't have a typical like set schedule, but I do have I stream on Saturdays now until I cannot, but I will always have some sort of notification. Loudness warning. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Just checking something. So, you were asking if the vocals were sitting properly. I feel like they would be sitting much, much better if the kick was different. It doesn't need to necessarily change. You don't need to necessarily change which kick you're using, but I think it might help. But it's just like super clicky. And the clickiness is kind of taking away a lot from both from what I'm hearing, both the sound of the song and the vocals. Sometimes the vocals kind of feel like they're a little bit buried as well. Like right here. Like I can hear what you're saying perfectly fine. That's not the problem. It just feels like they're kind of being masked a little bit. Aside from the kick. The kick is very much taking away a lot from it. I'm going to skip forward a little bit too. I didn't really play too much of this one. Like the vocals here, So what I'm hearing as well, I kind of like touched on it before, where like sometimes it feels like the vocals are just being masked, and sometimes they sit perfectly fine, like in this section right here. Um, that I hate vocals. I can't mix vocals to save my life, man. Trust, like for real. the I, I wish I had more advice on mixing vocals because I literally just can't. So if someone can chime in that is more knowledgeable on mixing vocals, but it feels like sometimes they're peaking at higher levels than others, and it's not necessarily like an overall volume thing. It's just like certain, uh, is it sibilants? I don't know. That's not the word, is it? Like there's just certain like sounds that are being made by the vocal person that are they just feel like they're a little pokey. And I don't know if you limit your vocals or if you've tried like a LA two-way kind of compressor, but that'll solve that problem easy. You can absolutely submit something that has clean vocals. We need something that's not crushing for once. Gorf, thank you for submitting despite the circumstance, and I hope everything is okay. Honestly, I do. Let me see. There's one more in queue before I start going to my DM, and I am going to close the submissions for now because I have already accrued an ungodly amount. Yeah, for sure, Gorf. I know you don't know me, and I'm just some random guy, but I'm rooting for you, truly. Uh, this one is from Ramolo or Koh Heart, and they say literally just trying to get that chunky Thornhill sound. Need some help with the drums though. Spent literally like 2 hours on the snare. I feel you. I hate mixing drums. If I could never mix drums, I would be a happy boy. For real, for real. All right, let's take a listen. This is sick. Yeah, the guitar and bass are super in sync. I dig it. Though I know you said you're spending 2 hours on this snare, but it shows. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the kick needs a little more low end hit on it, but it doesn't necessarily need it. The snare sounds awesome. I feel this sorry, this is just my personal uh my own personal take right now, but like the snare is a little where I would place it is a little quieter. But that's personal. Other than that, this is sick. I don't really have too much gripe with it. I don't know how the hell you mix, or I mean, I don't know how the hell you get your guitar and bass in time so well because no matter how much I edit, it doesn't sound as in sync as this. Maybe I'm just, it's a skill issue. But I'm just trying to nitpick at it right now. I use Jin bass too. Too. Realistically, there is nothing wrong with this that I would say sticks out too much. Aside from my own personal opinion takes, which would be the snare is a little bit loud, and the kick should maybe have a little bit more low end hit to it, but that's just me. Overall, you better send this to me when it's done. Wider. I wasn't even trying to think here for that. Hang on. It is a little pulled in, isn't it? Good catch. Good catch. It if you're it yeah. I don't know why. Drum room specifically. That's also a good catch. Yeah. It almost sounds like the faders are kind of pulled in a little bit. The drum mono track, that's why. I see. See, I hate mixing drums, and it's because there's always too many tracks and I don't know where to start. I always start with the kick, then I'll go to like, hang on. Sorry, I like lost track because I was trying to look at my Discord because people were saying they sent it in Discord. I don't see any DMs. Or anything new in the channel for the server. You sent it in the forms last week, I see. They cleared, so I may not have it again. But if you sent it last week, I will just pull up yours. If you send it, I'll open it and regret everything. So yeah, now's your chance. If you want to submit it, you might get it in now. But yeah, good catch, Rikak. That was I don't know why I didn't listen for that. I'll be more critical. So this one is by Moon, or MXON in the chat. And they say this is my proudest release yet. Not my proudest release yet, but I still like it. And again, super clipped and oversaturated. I do recall you having those. Let's go. Bass drops to movie. Comic Sans score. What in the hell? I was gonna start stopping it, but it sounds like this is gonna get crazy right now. Honestly, again, like I said last week, it's like incredibly oversaturated and overcompressed and over limited and just like clipped to hell. But it's so sick. I don't know. It almost reminds me of how like old knocked loose bass hits would like, or sub drops would hit, like in their what's that? The album with the dog. But clipcore. No, honestly, like despite it being absolutely squashed, somehow everything is pretty much for the most part audible. And I don't mean that in a bad, I don't mean, I'm not laughing because it's bad, I promise. I really, I even added some of your stuff to my playlist. I kind of dig it. I need to learn how to do those like feedback screeches that don't make me go deaf, because these ones are loud, but they don't really hurt my ears as much. And I don't know. I like how if I were to imagine your mix, it would just be bricked. I don't know. I enjoy it. I enjoy the distortion and the chaos. I don't really have anything bad to say about it other than just I don't have anything bad to say about it. Introducing. Because it's like your style that you're going for, and it fits. Why won't it come back? There it goes. There we go. All right, I'm done being brain dead. So this one is from. I just saw you tag me in the chat. I was gonna use. And this is from Horizons in my server. Feel free to put the name you want to be shout out in the chat. Inverted Horizon, that's it. The song is so sick. But aside from the song, I do feel like the vocals, not a lot, but they lack a bit of body. It feels like they're kind of just like, it's not necessarily a negative thing because it's mostly like higher register screams. So it obviously is going to have a little bit less body, but I feel like it's just a little bit, maybe it does have the body, but it's just a little harsh to my ear. I like the low end. I feel like the instrumental itself is perfectly well and fine. The thing that I'm hearing the most that's sticking out to me is just the vocals. They feel a little harsh, at least to my ear. I don't know if that's just me. I do have like abnormally sensitive ears. They Rekax says they could be more distorted. Like saturation. Even the low there, it feels like a lot of the body may have been cut out, perhaps. I feel like bringing that back a little bit can actually benefit them. It might actually help them sound a little less harsh because there's a little bit more information going into the chain rather than just the high end. Yeah. The instrumental, it goes hard. Stop messing with me. What did I do? Yes, I have tinnitus. What of it? I really do. Uh, so anyway, aside from the bullying. This next one is from Misery Blooms. There is no comment on it, so we're going in blind. Of course. This is what I'm excited for right here. This is filthy. Honestly, I'm just going to nitpick because there's nothing in this that I'm displeased about at all. The choir edition was sick as hell. I just wish it was a little more prominent. Like, I can hear the melody of it, but it's just too masked behind the instrumental. I feel like if that was more almost like lead guitar level of focus, that would make it so sick. Ambience, yeah. Spencer is always gonna beat me in terms of ambience, and in my opinion, most people. But the yeah, man, I just if that choir staccato, I think it's called, melody was just like lead guitar level in the mix, that would be it. That, like, this is it. And that's just me, like, because I'm nitpicking, because I'm not hearing anything that I don't enjoy. So yeah, like it's so good. It really is. Sick submission, man. It's such a nasty song. It really is. This next one is from Lance Coro. the message they have to say is it's 95% complete because I'm still drafting a lead part for it. But as for the mix, I think it's done or not. You're the master, so I'll let you decide. I am no master. I don't even know what staccato means. I just threw that word out there. Let's hear it. So there's a few things I'm hearing. One, nice shoes. I like the Velcro Vans. Two, the guitar has like a very hunky feel to it. It's like a that was terrible. Hang on. What's a song that I can show without getting in trouble? I'll just show this one again. It's like a mid-range frequency I'm hearing that's pretty prominent. Turn this down a little. Let me make sure. It's a little lower. It's like somewhere around 633 hertz ish, maybe. I feel like that's like it's in the guitar tone. It's a little bit mid range build up in that area, but I feel like if you were to address that, it would be pretty solid. And the guitars feel wide, but they're not like as wide as they maybe can be. I'm not sure what's going on. I have noticed that like my mixes sound wide sometimes, but if I throw on, for example, like what is it? The SSL native bus compressor, for example, I notice that sometimes with some of the like some bus compression, it makes my mix feel less wide. So maybe that can be going on. But the drum mix, I like the drum mix. I noticed there was toms there. The toms, they fit the drum mix actually. I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with like the drum mix. The main thing that sticks out to me personally though is that build up in the mid range. I hate mixing drums too, dude. Like if I could never do it, I would. Yatron, what? Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you. Thank you. Would love your opinion on my song Mix Yatron Stands of Time lyric video on YouTube. I will go ahead and just look that up right now. I got you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see here. The lyric video. Got it. Oh, the rhythm here goes so hard. This goes dummy hard. No, you cannot delete your submission. I love the little like transition here. It's such a, I like when songs do like a mix up like that. Don't know what the actual like theory term for it is, if there is one. Dude, this goes dummy hard. Like, dude, that rhythm in that spot, like that made me like, mix wise, I would say the mix is phenomenal in some areas, and there's some areas that I feel like it can really, really hit much harder if you can crack down on them. When the guitars, they don't have much clarity to them. Like I'm hearing the rhythm and I'm hearing, like they're in the important spots, like. Like here, I can hear what they're doing, but I have to kind of like really listen for it. They definitely need to have some sort of either like, well, one, they need to come up in volume, I would say, and two, I can't really say too much more about it because I can't really hear exactly what they're doing sometimes. And the like the in the back is just like, it's a little too loud. Why are people saying AI? Was I bamboozled? I don't think it is. Is it? Who knows? But thank you for the submission, like, and the donation. For real. Thank you, thank you. I genuinely enjoy this song regardless. It does go dummy hard. I need to stop saying that. But this next one. Let's see. Once it decides to load. There it goes. From DXs Bond, or how would you say that? The message is, I just started about a week ago and I'm personally having issues with pitch shifting and bass. I've been a producer for a while and I'm definitely new to guitar recording. But I'm definitely new to guitar recording, tracking, and tones entirely, so I was watching your tone tutorials and couldn't get my gin bass to sound the way you did, even after doing the exact same patch you did on the, and then on the guitar, is a pitch shifted 6-string Schecter in drop C, but I'm using kilohertz pitch shifter, so it sounds really muddy and bad. So the thing with pitch shifters is they're very finicky. Some pitch shifters are muddier than others. Some pitch shifters are cleaner than others. Some of them are more artifacty than others. Personally, I think the pitch shifting on neural plugins is like almost unusable. And that may be a skill issue, but I've never had any good results or good sound come out of their pitch shifting internally. I know that varies between people because I've seen people make it work just fine. With pitch shifting, it's kind of weird because I'm so used to using the Whammy, DT. It's like the one that has 2 in 1. It's a little muddier and it kind of kills your DI, but I think it's probably the best option if you have that option. I don't know too much about other plugins, and I've never tried the kilohertz pitch shifter, and that might be why it sounds muddy and bad in a way. But other than that, I would say Rick Hack, I thank you for confirming. It is a skill issue. For pitch shifting though, I find like around 250 to like 500 range in the spectrum really helps clean it up if you EQ it on the DI. So that's also something you can try. And yes, unfortunately, the submissions are closed because I have too many. But I plan on doing this more often and more smooth between, so it doesn't waste too much time. But yeah, this is from DXs Bond. I like the idea of mixing these genres together, to be honest. I mean, it kind of is when you talk about Thal, but I can definitely hear what you mean by it being muddy. Again, I would say after the pitch shift, just EQ the DI around 250 and 500. That may help quite a bit. At least it does in the way I do it. It helps a lot. But yeah, I would say try that. Like do more DI processing other than just like pitch shifting, because like Rick Hack said, it does entirely kill your transients and adds a lot of mud. But overall, I would say maybe the guitars are just slightly too loud, but maybe that's just me. And I feel like the drums would hit a little harder if they were just a little bit quieter. It doesn't need to be by a lot. And don't say hi to a Deeb. I'm going to ban him right now. My own mod. Where'd it go? Thank you, Eric. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, it seems I'm having camera issues and audio issues now. Okay. Yeah, who's Dadeeb? This next one is from Davos Theta. I hope I said that right. They say skip to like 2 minutes, 28 seconds. This was the main menu theme concept. So the first half is just build up. Okay. $2.28. So the thing I would say about this, I haven't heard drums yet, so let me like skip for a little bit. I don't think there will be, maybe? Yeah, so I at least I don't think. Okay, it does not have drums. Okay. So yeah, the guitar tone, it sounds like it would be like crazy sick to just like have on its own. That's one. But the like yeah, the drum beat, I know you don't have drums, but like the beat you have behind the guitar, I feel like that's just too quiet. It's being masked too much. If they had like more punch and impact and actually like kind of stood out like with the guitar rather than behind the guitar, it would have what am I trying to say? I can't think. I lost track. But if you just make that more punchy, more like maybe even sidechain them with the guitar and the bass, it would really, really help a lot. And lands Koro. Regarding templates, I actually have a video coming up tomorrow about it. But it's not as good of an idea as you may hope. um I've been asked several times, but like not everyone really has like Flatline 2 Heat Pro Q4 or like virtual mix rack. So it's like I have like such a love-hate with templates. I've considered making like one with just free plugins, but that means I have to mix drums. And I hate drums. And the mix submissions are currently paused because I have 25 and I only have like 30 more minutes and I don't think I'll be able to get through them all. But this next one is by Coleman. He gave me an opportunity to mix this. That's the name to shout out, my boy Coleman. Fractalize. You mixed fractalize? Are you fractalize? Did I click on the wrong thing? Are you actually just fractalize? Got it, okay. Did you send the right link then? This goes crazy. I know, Cactus drops like fractalize on me and is like, I mixed it, and that's it. Okay. But on it, like I told you last time, I don't have any qualms with your mixes. Like they have like that grit to them, you know? They have like the grit, they just feel like they just have that sound of that I can't achieve personally, and I'm sad, but they have like really nice balanced grit, and just they always sound super clear and clean. And I've always respected that so much. They have the oomph. They have the boom. Ooh. But I'm not going to let you guys hear anymore, because you got to go check out his boy Coleman, right? Did I say the right name? Yeah, you have to check out his boy Coleman. So sick, though. I don't know why I'm not subscribed. Don't hate me. Rick, can you help me mix vocals for my EP? I'll pay you, for real. I'm sick of it. This next one is from Forrest Stevens. They say, demo I'm going to be going in the studio with, just want to hear your thoughts on it. Spencer, to subscribe, you have to go to that button. It'll be right here on my channel around. And if it's gray, click it again so you unsubscribe. So yeah, this one is from Forrest Stevens, and Rikak, I will be in touch. Hello, Kodavkin. I will never do a drum mix challenge. Rikak, just take over my channel. I love this song. The idea of it's really sick. I don't think there's much, I would say, but there's like a really crazy buildup around 111 hertz-ish. Like that right there. Maybe 100 hertz. And I also feel like it would greatly benefit from just like a high shelf or just some brightening of some kind, because it's not like, it's not muffled, but I mean, kind of. Oops. But like you can see, like once I pulled down like that little build-up section around 100 hertz, I don't know if that would be, it sounds like it would be from the bass, and just brightening the mix a little bit, I feel like it pulled it forward a lot. And so I feel like keeping that in mind, that'll really help. But aside from that, everything seems pretty decently balanced. Honestly, I would say that's the only two things I have. But usually when I have nothing to say, Rikak will just bust his knowledge all over the chat and then make me realize I was wrong. Any Rikak video is insane. And then, let's see. This next one is from John Silver. Antimir. I don't know how to say it. I'll put it in the chat. Because English. And they say mixed at Studio Mega in Sweden by me. Double drop B riff at 215. Wow. I don't have time to do any of the stuff that I do, but I just do it anyway, and then I deal with it later. I love the vocal mix. Yeah, it's like Silent Planet and Kerns. That's it. I was trying to think. Dude, this song goes crazy. Purple crying face, and then he spams the emoji because he did it wrong. No, dude, this song goes crazy. It really is like Silent Planet and Currents. The mix, I like the mix, dude. The vocal mix in particular, I feel like that was like pretty damn good. I feel like that was spot on. I feel like the instrumental mix here is perfect. Like it's perfectly like fine for that section. But then over here in this section, it feels like the guitars kind of get lost a little bit. It also kind of feels like the kick kind of loses some of its punch from back here. No, it doesn't. I'm just talking out my ass. I just thought it did. But yeah, I feel like the guitars, maybe they were just pulled back a little bit too much. But overall, though, the vocal mix is solid. The drum mix is solid. I really like the ambience that you put in the song. I know that's not like a mix critique, but I really like the ambience. Folks sat on top of the mix for me. If they were buried a little more, instrumentals might show. I actually... I don't personally hear it, but then again, I can't mix vocals to save my life, and that's why I'm looking to maybe have someone else mix the vocals for my next tracks. So that might be just a me thing, I don't know. But for me personally, I think it's good. I don't know why you hate the snare sound on this mix. I think it sounds sick. But yes, I am using Reaper. Maybe there is too much compression on the snare. I don't mix drums very well either, so you guys might be right. But to me, I think it sounds good. This next one is from Theo, and they say, this is my band that I mix, looking to branch out, so some critique would be cool. I already love it. Whoa. Tutorial, yeah, right. Oh, dude. This is dumb. I love it. That's a crazy song. I have never heard this band before, and I'm so sad about it. Um, the only thing, and this is me nitpicking because, and this is also a personal thing because I have nothing of value I can even attempt to add to this because this is better than what I can do, in my opinion. Uh, the snare. The snare is a little weird sometimes. Sometimes, like right here. Like you can really hear where the gate is cutting it off. And that's a little weird to me. Maybe if the snare was a little lower tuned, that could be cool. But again, this is just me being nitpicky because I have nothing of value I can even add. This is just sick. Yeah, thank you, Theo, for that submission. This was sick, for sure. I feel like I missed something. Yeah, the snare sounds good in context, personally. I know Kodav Keen is saying it sounds boxy. I I never am able to hear boxiness. I also have a skill issue. So I don't know. To me though, it's chef's kiss. It's just that ending part where you can like really hear it kind of cut out. That was a little weird to me. No name to shout out for this one. There is no message, but it is a SoundCloud link. So I'll put it on the screen so you can see who made it. I did not expect that. I would say maybe the guitars should come up a little bit. They're kind of buried in between the drums and the vocals in spots like this. The vocals, especially here, they're pretty loud and they kind of poke out a little bit much in comparison to, like, say this one. Like the lower register, like it's the one volume, and then the higher register, it sounds much higher. And it may not even be higher. It's just the way ears work with the higher frequencies. Obviously, it's gonna feel more loud and seem perceived to be louder. Um, so yeah, I feel like if you either balance those out separately or just compress them into a bus with like again LA2A or something, it would really help kind of make them more consistent. And the guitar tone, I would not the guitar tone. I would say the guitars should maybe come up a bit because they do get buried quite a bit. I see people talking to each other like they know each other, and I'm so glad. I'm happy that you guys know each other, but I don't know anything that's going on. I kind of live under a rock, so if I'm missing something, it's okay. I'm oblivious. This will be I'll do 2 to 3 more, and then I'll let you guys critique my mix. How about that? And then I'll have to go eat. And I want you guys to eat me alive. I don't want you to hold anything back. I want you to tell me everything that sucks. All right, so this next one is from BISTT again, BISTT. I made this cover and I want to post it. Do you think there is something missing in the mix? Let me see. I feel like we. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. A big thing for me is the snare. It's a little buried. Like you can hear when it hits every time. It's not really punching as much as I personally I would say would be good. Uh it's kind of making it just feel like a snap rather than like a snare hit. It just sounds kind of just like only the crack is coming through. Well, I can hear the body of it. Yeah, I feel like the snare is just a little buried, maybe sidechain. If that might be like a super easy, lazy way to do it. But I think the snare needs to come up. It has the punch. I can hear the body and the punch of it. I was wrong when I said there's no like hit or body sound. I was wrong there. I do hear it. It is punchy. It just needs to come up. Uh I personally didn't hear the synth hiss. Let me. I hear it now. I think I was confusing it for the cymbals. I see. Am I going deaf? Are my ears not as sensitive as they used to be? I hear it when it's quieter, but I don't hear it when it's louder. I do hear it when it's quiet. It is coming together very well though. Like the synth sounds you did, they're pretty damn close to the actual song. I like the guitar tone and the bass tone and how they interacted as well. Yeah. Everything that I have problems mixing, I always try to do it quiet because I hear it so much better. So once this decides to load. So this one is from Tyler. They say newbie here. You clearly know what you're doing though. I wish I did. Thank you though. Let me know how I did for a first timer. I'm not as good of a guitarist as the crowd here, but I'm just an old dude giving it a shot. Let's see. So there is a few things, and yes, as everyone is saying, this is solid, especially for like someone being new. It's solid. I wish my first mix sounded even half as good. Uh, there's a few things I'm noticing. So one being where is it? It's coming up somewhere. Yeah, right there. So like the toms, they feel in comparison to the kick and snare, they feel very, very raw. This is just what I do, but typically my tom EQ will have like the body scooped out of it like this. It makes it feel more like attacky because you can like boost this where the stick hits in the signal, which is generally around somewhere over here in my experience. And I cut out most of the mids or the body, and then I will just cut the subs. And I feel like that gives it a more like modern feel ish. But they that aside from that, let me see. Geez, where'd it go? It's not that. aside from that, the cymbals, they sound perfectly fine here. But I'm noticing, specifically in this part, I'm noticing that there's it may be like the mix bus compression, or maybe something in the master if you're not doing it on the mix bus. It's sounding a lot like you can hear after the guitars are done chugging, the compressor is slowly lifting off the whole signal, and you can hear it kind of like it's almost breathing in the mix. And it's not necessarily a terrible thing. It's just something I would be aware of. You can probably hear it now that I say it now. So like it just sounds a little too hard on the compressor on the cymbals. And I wish I knew a good way to explain a fix to that. But overall, for you being a newbie, apparently, it sounds a lot better than what I did on my first mix. I wish I could show my first mix, but it's a nail the mix thing and I don't want to get copyrighted. The guitars do kind of sound like Carnifex. And good night, Kodavkin. Thank you for stopping by. And Gorf, thank you. Thank you. Doesn't look like I'm missing anything. I'll do one more. And I'm sorry if I did not get to your submissions this week, but I will do more next week. So can I review the mix on the B movie? Dude, I absolutely hate movie mixes because they're purposely so quiet on the dialogue and so loud on the effects. And it just destroys me sometimes. So this one is from Jonathan the Great in my Discord server. Link is in a description if you want to join, by the way. There's no message. We're just going to go in blind. It's called Lil Something. I like it. I love the little coin, or what is it? I know that sound effect. I can't put my finger on it. But the kick for the drums. Is that the term that you would use for, is that the sound you would use to use the term boxy? So it just sounds like there's just a little too much muffle in the kick. It does feel a little raw. I kind of dig the snare sound. It is a little raw too, but I kind of like the feel of it. I feel like this would be pretty damn solid if the drums were just a little more processed. It doesn't necessarily need to be more punchy or more uh it doesn't need to be louder or anything, but just like compression, EQ, maybe saturation for some of the stuff like cymbals and stuff. I feel like that would really, really help this. Drum mixing is my weakness too. And that is why I've used the same drum mix that I made once for like an entire year and a half. And then I switched to Ode Home drums. And thank you, DB, for sending the Discord link. I can do, I'll let you guys decide. Do you want to critique one of my mixes and just lay into me? Or do you want me to listen to one more? And then I will have to go. One more? Got it. What if we do both one more and then I'm just genuinely curious. Yeah, I know. YouTube is lacking when it comes to streaming. All right, so I'll do one more. This one is from Grim HXC, so Grim Hardcore, I believe. There is no note or anything on it. So we're going to go in blind again. I need this with vocals too. I want to check one thing though. I would say the only thing that I'm personally hearing in this is the kick is a little loud. Um, like if I turn it down, you can really hear that it pokes out over everything. And what I find that does is when you listen to it in the car and you try to crank it, all you're going to hear is the kick when it hits, and it may not translate too well on some devices. But aside from that, I think it's I wouldn't want to change anything else about it. Just the kick is a little loud. I would turn it down by like half a dB to a dB and see how it goes. And if it's kind of getting buried at that point, then try side chaining. But other than for real, that sick song. This mix is sick. It's like very balanced aside from the kick drum, in my opinion. And I did see Annie ask if she got hers reviewed. Not yet. I will go ahead and just do one more, because I am curious, because I saw people saying your name a lot. I'll do one more. That sounds sick. Sorry.
Consolations sound like mockery. Your affirmations just a comedy. Don't insult me. Gave me a light, call it modesty. You cut my legs off so politely. I saw the brutal truth. I took a step back, realized the fault in all I say and do. Made excuses, deluded myself when I knew I would lose. If the man
I would definitely agree. The instrumental needs to come up a bit. I wouldn't say too much aside from that. Maybe a little bit louder on the cymbals for the drums. What? This is nice. For real, this is cool. This is, oh my god, this goes crazy. But I would say for the mix itself, I do agree with DB. The instrumental does need to come up. I would also say there's something about the kick. It's not that it's not present. It's just more, it's I'm only really hearing the sub hit of it. It's not really a problem in some spots, but in some spots I wish it was just like maybe a little bit knockier rather than just pure sub. Another thing is I kind of would like maybe the cymbals to be a little bit louder, but that's a personal thing. Cymbals are such a divisive, like everyone does it different. Goodbye, Gorf. Enjoy your tacos. Um, like the kick here is fine. But I think what I think is helping that issue be more present in some spots is the palm muting. The guitar tone is a little muddy in the palm mutes, but not really ever else, and not really in any other spot. It's I would say maybe try, because I like the guitar tone. I wouldn't change it. I would say try to have like a separate bus that you do the chugs in, maybe. So that way there's some sort of like adjustment to the gain, or maybe even just automate it. I feel like that would help. But yeah, Reed, thank you for dropping in, but I do have to go, unfortunately, now. So, yes, it is. Oh, by the way, no one saw it unless you were here from the very beginning. Uh, I got a new starting student screen, so I don't have to fumble around. Doesn't it look sick? Common Lily W for making that for me. Thank you. But yeah. Uh I will be cooking dinner. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for stopping by. If you guys want to stop by next week, I'll be doing this again if you guys want. Otherwise, I'll probably try and just write more music on the stream. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the support. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.